What's going on, everybody? It's Barmine from Barmine Tech, and today we're going to be working on a new project. We're going to be working with Ventoy USB. So if you're not familiar with it, we're going to turn this USB stick into a multiple ISO image. So it's going to make it that instead of burning one ISO to this USB to flash it onto a machine, I can put as many as I want, and I can flash any of them onto a machine and write it as an operating system. So let's get right into it. So I just hopped over to the Ventoy site, and it has a lot of all the basic info, how to set it up, all the info about the the tool. Pretty much what we're gonna get is we're gonna get a boot menu like this. So you would put the USB with Ventoy on it into any device you're trying to install an OS on, and you're gonna boot into the USB stick, and then it's gonna be able to pick any of the ISOs that you have on there. So you could have as many ISO images on you as you want, and you can pick any of them to write to it. So let's get right into how to set it up and go from there. So I'm going to get to the download site, and we'll go from there. Also, one more thing before we get into the download info. They have a tested ISO page, and in here it shows all the ISOs that they have tested and verified that work. So far they have 1,156 tested images that work. And you could scroll through here and look through all of it. So I mean, there's a ton of different ISOs that you can put on this tool and use it with Ventoy. So super helpful instead of trying to flash it to a flash drive and do it that way. So we have two options for downloading. We have the download page over here where we can download the package from here, or if you want, they also have the GitHub. So you can come over here and you can click on the latest release. This is how I actually did it last night, and then you could scroll through, and depending on your OS, you could grab a Linux package or a Windows package or any of these others. I have Windows that I'm working on right now, so I downloaded the Windows package, extracted it, and then I'll open up the folder and show you what we get. So when you download the package, you're going to get this folder right here, this archive. So it's the Ventoy latest version. You can open it up. When I open it up, you see I have the Ventoy folder, and then here we have a few other packages. So you just extract that, and then I'm going to have this folder now. And what we're going to be using is this Ventoy2disk.exe. So this is the program we're going to be using. So I'm going to take the flash drive that we're going to use for this, and I'm going to plug it into my computer. So we'll give that a second to come up. And you can see I actually messed with this previously. So it already sees that it has Ventoy. But that's okay, because I'm going to rewrite this. I'm going to show you guys the whole process. So I'm going to close it out, and I want to run the Ventoy 2-disk program. We're going to click yes. There you go, the screen came back. So it will see the USB drive. If you have multiple disks, you could figure out which one's which. And I already installed it, but we could do it again. So I'm going to click install. And it's going to verify because it sees that there's already data on the drive. So I'm just going to click OK. It's going to tell me it's going to be formatted. And it's going to pop up again because it really wants to double check it's going to be formatted. It's going to erase everything on the disk. So if there's anything on this USB disk you want to keep, make sure you get it all first. And this is going to install. We'll give this a second. So now it's all set, and you can see it actually comes up as Ventoy. It changes the file, the disk name. There it says it's all good. We're good to go. So I'm going to close this out. I'm going to go back to ISO images. I'm going to open up another Windows Explorer. And I'm going to come down to Ventoy, and we're just going to do the little angle thing. There we go. That should work. Now we're going to come over here and grab an ISO that I want. So I want Proxmox, so I'll just copy that. And we'll give this a second to install, and I might just grab a Linux distro too, just to put it on there. So we're going to copy these over, and we'll be right back. So some ISOs take a little bit longer than others to copy over, but that's okay. So right now I copied over Proxmox and Ubuntu server. So I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to show you what it looks like when you actually put this into a device. So give me 1 minute, I'll be right back. Alright, so I have my Zemo board set up, and I put the USB in there for the Ventoy, and we're going to see if it'll come up. I might actually just need to reboot this. I don't know if it's going to respond. Alright, 1 more minute. Alright, just rebooted the Zemo board so we can see it's coming up. So it should boot into the Ventoy menu. If not, we might have a little bit of technical difficulty and have to see. Alright, so it did take a minute, but we can see that Ventoy came up. Now, in other devices, you might need to, when you go into your BIOS, you might need to actually select the boot manager, and in the boot manager, select the USB. Like if you're on a regular PC with multiple disks, that might be the case. On my Zemo board currently, there's no OS anywhere, so it knows that it's going to default to the only thing it sees with an image on it. But If you're on another machine, like I said, you might need to just go into Boot Manager and select USB, but I didn't need to on this device. But you can see over here, there we go, my keyboard's responding again. It's a little delayed, but I do have both my images over here, and I could select either image that I want. So I'll just click on Ubuntu. I'll give it a second. It's a little bit of delay. And now you can see over here that it's going into the image. And I give me some options, so I could either boot into normal mode or Grub 2. So I'm just going to do normal. And we're going to go through. And here you go. Now I get my installer. So it's just that simple to go in and get a ISO image right off of this to install. Alright, so that's Ventoy. That's how we use this USB disk into a multiple ISO image. So we can just put whatever ISOs we want on there and go from there to install them. The only limitation with this is that it can only hold as many ISOs as the disk can actually hold. So I'd probably get like a 16 gig or larger flash drive, because you want to be able to hold images. You know, you want to be limited and have to keep taking images off and putting them back on. So I'd say get at least 16 gigs. Like this is a 16 gig drive, and I could probably get 5 images on there I want. I don't think I'm going to be using more than 5 images at a time, so it'll probably be okay. But I see this being a super helpful tool, because I can tell you in like the last month and a half alone, I've probably had to flash a USB with an ISO 5 times. Of course, every different project. I've had to get the Proxmox ISO, because I forgot which one has it. The Linux ISO, like all these different ISOs, and this tool would just make life so much easier, because I could just boot into there, pick it, and install it, and be done. So this is definitely a tool I'm going to be using in the future. This is something that I heard about like a year and a half ago, and I wish I looked at it sooner. We actually messed with this at work the other day. I had to set up a new machine, and my friend was like, "Oh, here, I have, Ventoy running. Just put the ISO on there and call it a day." And I was like blown away by how simple it is. So this is a great tool, and I highly recommend it to all of you guys to use in your home lab or even in your day-to-day life, just setting up computers or whatever you might be doing. As always, I want to thank all of you for watching the video. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, it really helps the channel continue to grow. And I also have a Discord server below. You can join up in there. We can chat about our home lab or projects or whatever else we're working on. And I'll have some Amazon links below for some of the gear that I use in my home lab and in the previous videos. Again, I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video.